Hey, and welcome back to Tennessee Grillin and Smokin. I'm Dustin. Today we're going to do one of my favorites. We're going to be making the nice, juicy, sloppy smash burger. It's going to be amazing. Check it out. Alright guys, today before I even get started, I have to give a huge shout out. Alright, so last week I bought a brisket, 20 pounds, biggest one I've cooked in a while. And you've all saw the cutting board that I've used before. I mean, I threw that brisket on there, you couldn't even see that cutting board, it was horrible. I knew right then, I was like, dang man, I'm going to have to get a cutting board if I'm going to make a video doing a brisket, which is coming soon. I reached out to my good friends Kelly, Lisa, and Olivia down at Greenback Designs, and to say they hooked me up is an understatement. Check this out. Okay, here's my old cutting board I've used, and it's been a good cutting board. It served its purpose, but look at this. Got to zoom all the way out. Look at that cutting board. That thing is massive. Look at that. Maple and walnut, just as smooth, no uneven spots whatsoever on this thing. Look at those corners. Every one that they make is handmade. And I'll tell you what, you can tell the love that they put into this board. They've got their brand on there, handcrafted by Greenback Designs. That's their website, but they're working on it. But their Facebook page is up and going great. And I'm going to put the link to in my description below. And I want everybody just to go and check them out and give them some love. If you need a cutting board, or if you know anybody that needs a cutting board, they're the place to go. I don't have anything bad at all to say about this. This thing is absolutely massive. They can make you any kind of size, any type, they got different styles of wood. They do the epoxy, and they have this one thing she called an epoxy river, and right down the middle, it just flows like that, and it's clear. And she had some rock in it. It looked like a mountain stream cutting through the middle of your cutting board. Look at that. So I said it in my last video, this barbecue community, guys, there's so many people that's out to help and support you, and there's so many talented people out there that just make things that just got to give them a try. So go on their page, get in my description, click the link, go on their page and check them out. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is I went ahead and I chopped up a whole sweet onion here, and I've got 5 mushrooms, white mushrooms I chopped up. And we're going to caramelize them, and that's what I'm going to put on top. So we're going to have to make the toppings first and the sauce first before we put the meat on there, because once that meat hits that high heat, it's just going to take a few minutes and they're going to be ready to eat. So let's go ahead and knock this out first. So let's take this over, put it in the skillet. I've got the skillet over about medium high heat. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. We're going to throw these in and I'll walk you through the process. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put about 2 tablespoons olive oil in there. Go ahead and throw our onions in it. Alright, and this might look like a lot, but once these onions start caramelizing down, it ain't going to be near as full. So we're just going to stir them in there and don't let them get burnt. Let them sit there just a minute. I'm going to throw some salt to it. Help draw out that moisture. And we're going to let these sit for about a minute before I start adding the mushrooms. Maybe a little bit more, but about a minute, minute and a half. Then we'll start adding the mushrooms to it. Let them do their magic. Been about a minute and a half, and you see how the onions have started getting real glossy. Tells you it's about time to start adding the mushrooms. Hey boy, come here. I'm going to throw these mushrooms in here. That's my little grilling buddy right there.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do here is, it's not only good for meat, guys, sucklebusters. I'm going to use their SPG, their salt, pepper, garlic. I'm just going to give it a nice little sprinkle on there. Mix it all together. Alright, and I'm going to keep stirring it about every 5 minutes or so until they start cooking down to where we want them. Okay, and while they're in there caramelizing, it's the perfect time to go ahead and turn your grill on and set it up to temp. I'm going to set this thing to high. This will normally bring this grill to about 400, 410. We want it as high as we can get it, the higher the better. So we went ahead and did that. All right, while that's still caramelizing, we're gonna go ahead and make the special sauce where fairly simple to make. Get you some mayonnaise, I like Duke's. Some ketchup. A little bit of mustard. Some Worcestershire. And some Frank's Red Hot for a nice little kick to it. Alright, let's go ahead and mix that all together. You should come out some nice special sauce. Alright, you can see that the mushrooms and the onions have cooked down pretty good. And I know it smells amazing already, but we're about to make it just a little bit better. All that stuff on the bottom of the pan, that good tasting stuff, we're about to bring up and soak it. So I got a bottle of red wine. This is Barefoot, red Moscato, whatever. And all we're going to do, pour just a little bit down in there. All right. We're just going to mix that all in, let that all soak in together. All right, it's almost done. Okay, I think she's looking done, and I think that right there will be absolutely amazing sitting on top of that smash burger. All right, let's get this off and get to work on this hamburger. So to make smash burgers, make them successful, you need to get at least 80% lean and at least 20% fat, because that fat juice is what we're looking for it to pretty much cook in itself and get that nice brown, crunchy texture we're looking for. So I got the 80-20, and what we're going to do is I don't use much, I just use just a little bit. And here's where a lot of people I've saw mess up. A lot of people roll them real tight. No, we don't want to even roll them at all. We just want to form a little ball. We want to leave little air pockets in between all that, because when you mash it down on the grill, all them juices are going to come out with that fat now, and that fat's going to cook in itself. So that's what we're looking for. Just about, 2 to 3 ounce balls there. I'm just going to make a couple of them up here, just real loosely. And we're not going to season them at all right now. What we're going to do, we'll season everything when we get them on the grill. Alright, got them made up. Alright, smoker's up to 397, almost 400 degrees, so should have went ahead and done it, but I'm going to go ahead and get my cast iron skillet out and set it on there and let it start preheating too. This is what we're going to do all of our cooking in today. Cast iron skillet. Set her in there. Let them warm up. Alright, got them made up. Now another thing we need to go ahead and get ready is your cheese. When you're doing smash burgers, there's no better cheese than American, cheap American, these are Kraft single cheese. That's going to give it that good glossy, melty, it'll melt fast. That's just what makes up a smash burger. You shouldn't use cheddar, none of that fancy stuff. Just this nice cheese, that's going to make it. So have it handy, because once we start putting these things on the skillet, it's going to be no time. We're going to have our cheese right there with it. Alright, so I went ahead and got my buns laid up here in the top chamber. I'm going to let them toast up, and well, it's looking good. We're over 400 degrees. That thing should be scalding hot now. We're going to go ahead and grab the meat, bring it out here, and we'll get to work. Alright, here we go. Drop them on there. Push them down as flat. What we're doing is we're pushing all that fat, squeezing all that juice out of that fat, and that's what's going to cook this meat. That's what's going to give it that nice brown and crunchy texture and flavor. That's where all the flavor is going to be at. We're trying to get this as flat as possible. Alright, I'm just going to let it cook until about the outside of it starts turning brown, the inside starts bubbling a little bit, and I'll let you know it's about time to flip. Alright, and I've got more of the Sucklebuster SPG. We're just going to hit it the lick with it. Let her finish up. Alright, you can see right there around the end how it's getting nice and brown. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrape it. Flip her on around. Look at that. That's crunchy right there. We've got all the flavor we're going to get in this burger. That's what we're looking for right there. Perfect. Time to put the cheese on it. Let her sit for another minute or so, and we'll be done. Alright, we'll just shut the lid and let the cheese melt. Pull her out and eat it. Alright, I went ahead and got my buns down off the top. Got them toasty and grilled. This should be just about right. Looks good. Let's go in there and finish it up. All right, we got them off. We got them on the bun. Now, what first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this special sauce here. We'll go a little bit to the top there. Now I've got the caramelized onions and mushrooms. Get a good little scoop. Just drop it on there. And you know what? Let's just hit it with just a little bit more of the sauce there. Top it off. And look at that. That is the ultimate smashed burger. Alright, so here it is, the ultimate smash burger. It smells delicious. I can't wait to try it, but first let's just do a little recap. What I did, first we got all the stuff ready that goes on top of it because it just don't take any time at all to cook these things. Went ahead and caramelized the mushrooms and the onions. Put them over there and put a little red wine in there. Added while it caramelized down. Went ahead and made the special sauce. It's just mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, hot sauce, and some Worcestershire. Went ahead and got it all mixed up. When we went ahead and got the patties out, we didn't tighten them. We didn't patty them out real tight. We just made a loose ball. That way, when you shut it down there, all that fat, all that juice from the fat will just spread out, and that's what's going to cook it. That's what cooked it, gave it that nice golden, that nice brown and crunchy texture right there. And that's what we're looking for. That's got all the flavor in it. So it's that time. Let's try it. Oh man. That really is the best hamburger I've ever ate in my life. My gosh, look at that. That inside. That is perfect. Guys, simple to make, fun to make. So try it out. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, just please give me a thumbs up, a share, or a subscribe if you're not already. Ring that bell so you can get all the notifications whenever my new videos come out. I'm trying to do at least 1 to 2 good cooks a week still, trying to grow my channel. Having a really good time doing it, meeting a lot of people online, you know, it's just a great thing. So thank you for all you're doing for me. Thank you for all the support, and speaking of support, guys, please click that link in the description, the Greenback Designs. My friends Kelly, Lisa, and Olivia, their little daughter, they do such a good job. That cutting board, it made it. That thing is so nice. It's just solid. It's just built well. He does everything handcrafted. He just pieces everything together, and he does more than just cutting boards. He does coffee tables. They do candles. They do a lot of things. So please, if you get a chance, just go down there, click their link. I'm going to put it in the description. Check them out. And if you have any if you have any questions, you know, send them a message or send me a message, and I can get in touch with them. So thanks again.